Well guys, my video game collection has been split, with most of it being in Illinois, and I just got back some of my best things. Whenever me and Thais took the trip to Illinois, we had to prioritize tools because that's how I make my livelihood. And now my mother is sending me some of my collection. For some reason I couldn't find my GameCube and my Super Nintendo and my consoles when we went out there, so we just brought the cartridges, but I have all these cartridges I want to play, including my Game Boy. The NES, I had an NES in the workshop that I did bring home, so that has found its little home in an Abbott's milk crate, which I think is beautiful. And in this two-set box, we have some Pokemon fun, we have some vintage computer fun, we have Game Boys, we have my GameCube, should have a broken Super Nintendo that I want to fix, and right, if any of you happen to be going from Illinois to Philadelphia and you want to help bring some stuff to me, I'll pay you money and you can keep a few things too on top of that. And you know, instead of spending $100 to ship this, it'd be better to help my viewers pay for gas money if you're going across the country. So let me know. Even if you have a truck, there's a whole bunch of like flat belt pulleys and stuff that I'd like to get out here, because I want to do this on the cheap and I want to get my hardware store open so I can start paying to have more stuff brought out here. And the stuff that I don't end up wanting to keep, I don't just lose them. Like some of my NES games, some of these games, it's gonna come a time I'm gonna play through them and I'll pick like 20% of them and I'll have them at the workshop and they'll be for sale. But for the time being, I don't just lose my collection, I get to slowly get rid of it. Now, firstly, we have some Pokemon stuff. This was in the workshop, and honestly, I feel bad I kind of neglected it. It got shoved into a box and moved into the workshop whenever I moved out. And that sunroof has most likely bleached a few things. Oh, I guess I never opened these ones. What are these from? Says 2012. I've mostly opened my like fossil pack and stuff, so I haven't necessarily messed with these ones. I would buy them on a whim, and that was a classic one. Unopened Heart Gold Soul Silver. Oh right, I remember Dollar General was having these for super cheap. Oh, I see, it is open. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay, what do we got here? This is something I got from Weird Stuff Warehouse. Yep, look at that. I paid a little too much money for it, but I wanted the 1.2 megabyte drive, and now I want the enclosure. These are really, so obviously a knockoff game case, but these are some of my, oh whoops, I just realized it has my old name. My old name. If people find out my current name, that's fine. I just don't really like seeing my old name too much. But yeah, these are some of my favorite cards. I worked hard to collect these. I loved these early designs. I found that one. The 1 year that I actually went to public school, I found that. Some kid had tried burning it, so I kept it. Yeah, public school is just all bad memories. So we have water, fire, plant, earth, electric. I'm sure these are probably worth about 20 bucks for the whole book now. Yeah, so these got a little bit sun bleached on the stem. I'm glad I didn't store them like that then. So yeah, these are stickers that, like Dollar General and stuff. We still have tons of these. I didn't have much of this collection at first, but then around 2003, they just had tons of these for like $1 a pack. And so I kind of splurged on them. I imagine people right now would be going nuts if they knew that Dollar General was basically giving away unopened fossil packs. But yeah, these are little stickers. Maybe I should put one on a VR headset sometime or something like that. And then this is the later version. This is like fire red and leaf green. Oh right, I forgot they had this is the gym leader packs. Yeah, so we have the guy that had the electric one. I forgot about this because I never was able to get a whole lot of these. I have no idea if they'd be rare now or not. Did you see that meme with Giovanni where it's like people playing Pokemon at 30?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, because you basically feel like Giovanni. I don't mean to bore people with that because I don't know if people like Pokemon too much, but let's see what else. Let's jump into some Game Boy stuff. Do we have a Game Boy? Oh, no. We don't? Oh. Think $4 was a good price?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, really shaky. But it has this, which these go away very easily. There was a period around 2004 that every time I found one of these Game Boy or Game Boy Color bags, I would save it. And I was just hoovering it up as much as possible. I have like 10 Game Boys. Oh, look at that. Oh, very nice. I can finally get that off. I have been wanting a Game Boy again for so long. Don't know what happened to this one, but this one might be a good candidate for that mod that they do now, where they have a backlight that replaces the entire front, because this one's all scratched up. Let's see, what do we got here? A Commodore, VIC-20 game, Microsoft Windows 98, second edition boot disc. We have Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Japanese version, and then WarioWare Smooth Moves. Never played that one before. Let's see, is this another one of those things that I bought and never did anything with because I didn't have enough time? A Game Boy with the Game Genie. Never even messed with this yet. It's one of those things where it's like, it was $3. I grabbed it because I knew nobody else would repair it. Wow, that's 6 gold coins. Ah, it came with that. That's so cool. It's a good game. A lot of these will probably need the screens replaced or something, because, man, people just tore these the fuck up. Oh my god, people are just closing the door so much. Just the cleaners. Oh yeah, I was trying to make a programmable cart with salvaged materials. You want to see something?
Sure. Ooh, no way.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had these.
Yeah.
Oh.
Final Fantasy 1 and 2.
Nice.
If only I had the Gyromite cartridge that had the adapter, we could play them on the NES. Various adapters and stuff I've saved from the trash. And we've also gotten a few brand new. Now this is all my stuff from my KFC buckets. Tons and tons of Radio Shack electronics. I kind of can't use those. Too precious. And then we have this. Wow, more Game Boys. You know, I feel like I was in an era where you can't find these this much now.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't come across any in a while.
Because I would just... Oh my god, they slam the doors so much here. I just kept finding these. And I figured, well, someday I'd be good at restoring them. And you know, back in time, you couldn't find replacement screens. It would be somebody ripping apart a good Game Boy. But now they have these. So now I'm glad I preserved these, because if you go online, you can find all sorts of replacement cases and everything. Oh, good. So at least one of them will have the screen. In the Illinois heat, these front pieces always came off. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, the Wii U. We'll have to see, does it work? Oh yeah, she also found this cloth-covered wire. that I can use. That's new cloth covered wire.
Is that your backpack when you were a kid?
Yeah, this is my kid backpack. You want to look through these games, see what you think? So we have Tyler Tasmanian Tiger, Zelda promotional disc, Wind Waker, 2-game bonus Zelda. And we have Mario Kart Double Dash, Tyler Tasmanian Tiger, Mario Sunshine, and Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. And they should be in good condition because they were in the basement. These, it's such a shame. People always lose the discs. So these are worth like $10, but the discs.
What is that?
This allows you to play Game Boy Advance games.
Oh, I didn't know
But without
that.
the disc, it's worthless. So those things, oh yeah, I paid $2 for that. I couldn't really pass it up, but at the same rate, I knew what I wasn't getting. I wonder what happened to my silver. Oh, yeah. I bought this thing for $99. Brand new. Oh, here's the controller for it. Oof. That's really gone funky as it's collected stuff.
Yeah, we got the box for it.
Yeah, so unfortunately, with mice, most of my console boxes were ravaged in Illinois, and I actually threw a few away. But the GameCube, even though it has this hole, if this was open, it would have suffered the same fate as my Xbox Final Fantasy 13 edition, where mice made a nest in it. But this happened to be sitting down, so the mice didn't know they could get into it, so we were actually able to clean it up. So yeah. Let's see, do you think there's a game in there? I'm usually pretty good about not having games in there. Yeah. This was the console that made me never buy more consoles. Because it's just a sad experience. And now, unfortunately, with that one, a mouse destroyed all the cables, so she couldn't even plug it into test.
Oh.
Bought this in 2007 for
Nice.
$266.66. Oh, there's like cockroach stuff all over. Okay, well, I've always been a big proponent of putting things back in their boxes. This stuff will clean up nice. Oh wow, I had no idea I was getting this. What is this? Oh, could it be? Could it be? I picked that up, and I never really got to use it. It's in perfect condition. I forgot that. I didn't realize that she found the N64.
Nice.
So, I mean, at the time, your N64 didn't work, but we got that working.
Yeah.
So now we have 2 N64s. And also a Game Boy Pocket, which I thought this was so cool when I found it. I think it works. I think I paid like $3 for it. Definitely probably more highly sought after than just $3 now. The last container. Oh, this is the stuff from the other KFC bucket.
Oh, nice.
So this was like from my 10th birthday or something like that, that they went out and got me all sorts of stuff from Radio Shack. I found these. These are chips that I desoldered from or actually just removed. I guess they were socketed from an old television that I found on the side of the creek by the Big Trestle south of Panama, Illinois. And it was at that time that I realized, wait, TVs are digital? And this is the oldest solar panel that I've ever bought, or one of the earliest ones, besides a little other test kit. I've never really done a whole lot with these, but these are Radio Shack specials. For some of the console cleaning, I might actually eventually accept a ultrasonic cleaner from a company so I can clean the plastic shells. They're pretty nice. As you guys probably recall, my workshop has developed a bit of a mouse infestation. The barn in Illinois, not here in Philadelphia. I was able to clean these off, but the box for this shrink wrap tubing is very difficult to clean, so I'm just going to take it all out and put it in a little baggie. It's a less elegant solution, but There was like some real big turds on this, and you know what? I don't even want to deal with cleaning it with all the stuff in there. And if I'm going to remove the stuff, I might as well put it in a bag and use it up. Now guys, in order to test out these Game Boys, I've had to do something drastically evil, because we need to get this thing charged. And I don't have the cable. I don't have the cable for it. Okay, so this is at 2.269 volts, a little bit low, but I think we can still revive it. This worked a few, well, like a decade ago, honestly. I was gonna say a few years ago, but I also don't have a Nintendo screwdriver, so I can't open that up. Otherwise, I would actually charge it. And now, let's see. No power. I jiggled the wires. Let's see if that's enough to do it. Very nice. Let me just flip these wires around. It's like a tradition on my channel that 80% of the time I happen to get the wires reversed. Well, that's charging up. I put some of these EBL batteries, rechargeable batteries, into these. From this point on, none of these Game Boys will ever see alkaline batteries ever again, because they just end up blowing up. And now let's see. Do my original Pokemon still exist? Has the save battery not given out? What? Got some control issues. Hey guys.
Yeah.
My original save file still works.
Does it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well shit, what should I do now? Like, should I open the cart and wire up another battery till we can get a CR2032? Definitely need to open up this Game Boy. Oh yeah, we have a little bit of some stuff. Yeah, it's stuck on there. Simple enough to repair. Very simple, in fact. It's good to start off by cleaning the outside of the button components. Like I cleaned around here, cleaned around there, and then on the last pass, I'll go over the button contactors. I've already gone over this. I'm gonna go over it again. It looks like there was like a, not much, but just something there. I do hope that there's no issues. The underside of this didn't appear to be too messed up or anything. Honestly, this looks pretty pristine. All things considered, I did catch this pretty early. I'm gonna wash this. Oh yes, and in here. I don't even want to touch it with my fingers, and I don't have any tweezers on hand, so none that are clean anyway. So I'm just going to move that in there manually like that. Very nice. Well guys, I splurged. Seeing as all my other games have bad batteries, but Pokemon Red still has a good battery, I want to save my original save file. And so I got myself some replacement batteries, but then also I got myself an Inside Gadgets GBX cart rewritable 1.4. And so that'll come in, and we can actually save my original save file, and then we can just use the no-name brand CR 2025s. Because otherwise, if I was going to have that as my only copy of my original save file, I was going to only use like Panasonic cells or something. But it's hard. I can't find those with tabs, and I can't quite find the cell holder that I like. So this works out. Oh wow! So I get back from the workshop, and you can definitely tell that every single time I discharge and recharge, the voltage is going up. That's the nickel cadmium reviving in progress. Well, so this one has a good number of bars that are lost, so we'll definitely have to heat that one up. This one has fewer. Definitely have to heat that one up, because you get your soldering iron really low and you go over the ribbon cable to reconnect it. Now, let's see about this one. That one has a lot of issues. Actually, does the Game Genie even work? Either way, this one will definitely need the repair. Okay, so this one has lines more spaced out, but not encroaching the very center like that one. And it seems like this has definitely been beat up a lot, so this needs to be cleaned. I have never actually used one of these before. What's nice is with a lot of these things, the issue is just edge connectors. Seems like the capacitors are holding up fairly well on a lot of these, even if the glue for the screen hasn't. Ooh, this edge connector is nice. Oh wow, look at that. Funny. That's the one with the perfect screen. Yeah, it appears that all of the controls are dead on this. And also you can see this screen was hit super hard. It even has black spots on it. I should have the lens for these ones somewhere, and it's just a matter of getting them back together with it. One of them is missing it, so one of these won't be able to have it. That would be a prime candidate for an upgrade, or maybe a viewer would want it. Maybe I can help distribute them in the future. This thing is so beat up. I tried gaming with it because the Game Boy Color that I had, I think it had issues. I have a blue one somewhere, but that one remains to be found. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Let's try Wario Land 3. Oh wait, no, this is not the one that I tried gaming with. I must have a second purple one, because the other one, it has, right, that's it. The other one that I had that I did game with had some scratches in the screen, but it didn't have this. I got this as a parts one. Well, this will be pretty easy to work with. I can use a solvent to remove the price tag adhesive on there. And I might have the battery cover somewhere. I don't think so, though. I think I did find this in this sorry state. But as I discovered with already messing with the red Game Boy Pocket, I do have the tri-lobe screwdriver, so that works perfectly. What? Did I mess with my save file? I think I threw away my save file. This is funny. I guess I did do the messing around with the glitches. Thais gave me her jacket, and for the first time in a long time, I get to have it in her pocket. And with that, I get to pull this out. Now, yesterday we had a bit of an issue. Thais was watching me play, and the second cartridge still has a good battery. So years ago I made a save file. Well, this was like, what, 25, 26? And I had all the coins. I kept replaying. Well, one of the times when I turned it off and back on, I lost all my coins. What? The other save game is still there. I presume this has a weak battery also. It's probably the issue. I will say though, I'll walk away from this building. This is like the perfect weather to play. To make a backlight or to not make a backlight, you know? We have so many devices now with backlights that it's almost nice to not have a device with a backlight, but it is difficult to use it. I don't know. It's been a few days and I haven't really done a whole lot, so it's time to finally look at the Pokemon cards that I have. Now, a lot of these, I'm gonna be honest, I bought them when I worked at McDonald's and I was so depressed I didn't even open them. Turns out they're worth a fair bit, so I guess I'll be selling them instead of opening them. I've opened that one though. I had a tendency to buy a lot of stuff, and well, with these ones I would open them and put them back, but these go for $200 a pop now unopened. I can't believe it. So, well, I guess I'll be selling these. You know what's funny is when I first started my channel, I had like 50 subscribers. I had a box of Pokemon toys in 2013, and I tried doing a giveaway, but nobody even made a comment, and so I just took the video down out of shame because I was going to do a giveaway of Pokemon toys, and I still have that box. It's a McDonald's box. They were just going to get rid of it, and I asked them for it. It was really never opened, and they have a lot of the Pokemon yeah, the Pokemon promo cards. I have tons of these because I would just open them. I look through this and I guess I have a few Pokemon cards from 2011 or so. You see, the funny thing is, in my head, 2012 and such Pokemon cards are still new. And so for me, I'm like, really? These are hard to find? They're new. Well, I've never opened them. Now, to be honest, like these ones from the mid-2000s, I played with those a lot. These ones, I never even opened them, to be honest. Yeah, I guess I never did, huh? Don't really know where to sell them. I tried putting them on Craigslist, and I'm just getting so many people asking for them, but they're like, oh, I don't want to pay 20 bucks for the whole set. It's like, I'm not going to sell all that for 20 bucks. It's one of those cases where it's almost a little bit sad that everything becomes like, well, you know, the Pokemon should be something that's kind of innocent, and this should be worthless, and it should just be fun. But now it's like, well, shit, I guess I can't open these. I gotta pay rent. And yeah, Pokemon should never be an investment. I ended up cleaning up everything, and I'm really happy with that. These are definitely cards I am never gonna sell. I got these because around 2007 or so, I think it was Dollar General, they had, you could just buy a bunch of original and fossil decks, and then what, the leaf deck, you could buy just tons of those for pennies a pack. And so we just got a bunch of them. I just opened them, and that's actually where I got most of my Pokemon collection of the original stuff. Is they were so cheap. I even have a few. I love Keiji Kinabuchi's artwork. I love that iconic artwork. I have a number of promo cards that I got from going to the first and second Pokemon movie. And then, looks like 2002. I guess I went to that movie as well. Isn't it funny to think about how I had really loved Pokemon in 1999 and 2000. And then I felt like time got away from me. And I remember being like 11 or 12 and thinking, you know, I haven't enjoyed Pokemon in so long. And that's when I bought a Pokemon pack. And I even remember thinking about it because we were on our way to St. Joe State Park in Missouri. And we went by the Walmart to pick up some supplies. And I was like, you know what? I haven't played with Pokemon in forever. You know, as a kid, it's only been a few years, but Still feels like forever. If I think about now versus 2021 or 2022, it feels like the same thing. I don't share. That's one thing that is different with a lot of people. It seems like a lot of people see time as different from whenever they're a kid and now, but to me, it still feels like a lot of time. I like that a lot of my cards aren't worth anything, so if I needed to replace them, it'd be easy. I guess the only thing that'd be hard to get would be Blaine's Arcanine. Next up, we're going to talk about a classic McDonald's toy. A McDonald's toy for a movie that I recently had Thais watch. It was terrible. She hated it. The Inspector Gadget movie. She's laughing over there. It was a very horribly edited movie because, well, first of all, the person that made it didn't know how to really make an Inspector Gadget movie. And then also, it was cut down. Like 25% of the movie was ripped out of it. And it just ruins the pacing and everything. Well, that was definitely one of those unmissable movies in 1999. It was everywhere. Kind of like Spy Kids was in, 2001? Something like that? Well, unlike today, McDonald's had some pretty cool toys. And it was quite a feat to find all of these pieces. I seem to recall my mom having to drive around a lot and asking for favors, asking the workers to open up boxes at McDonald's that they hadn't even opened up yet, and various things like that just to get these things. And it's funny, I've seen a few people on Reddit talk about how this is quite an accomplishment, or they never could find the chest piece or whatever. So I feel like, yeah, that's one of those things where that was a lot of driving around and getting stuff, especially in Illinois. It's not like if we lived in Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, there's a bunch of McDonald's in the areas, but out there, not so much. And looks like we have like a water gun thing. I think you can fill it up with water. Can't remember for sure though. Yeah, you fill up with water there, and you you pump it up with his hand. And then with this, you have a little fake computer, which it still makes a sound. You really can't hear it too much. I can kind of hear it. It's like, and yeah, then we have, this no longer makes sparks. This used to be one of those things, like those spark generating toys. We have the siren. Let's see. Oh yes, the grabber arm. The watch. Wow, and here I thought I had a big wrist. It actually is loose on me. What the hell? Didn't expect it to be loose on me. I realized that his, let's see, left leg is a pair of pliers. And this one, I think that's a pull tab. I think this is electronic. Well, with that fun out of the way, I realized we come to the console section of this video. And I never realized that the GameCube box was the same height as the Wii box. Now I know that the N64 box was much taller, so I wonder if the Wii U was the same size as the N64. This console is so well preserved because it was not fun. Oh yeah, I never even took the plastic off. That's kind of fun. Well, no reason to change now. Oh, look at that. Well, I'd say that looks like a Wii U that's working right. You know, it's funny. I can't remember this console at all. It's like a phantom of a console. It's like such an in-between console. Then again, I never bought a Switch, but I don't remember this console at all. And so it's kind of like a new experience for me. I get to re-experience it new if it's got anything worthwhile. But, of course, I do it after the eShop and all the services have gone down. Of course. Of course. But the modding scene is probably well developed by now. You know, the only game I ever really played was in Nintendo Land, and I remember thinking it was pretty cool. I don't think I've ever done this part.
Press a button on each Wii remote you want to use.
Oh, so that's how you end up here, huh? That's where I started out at. Now I know, this is kind of the reason why I didn't play this very much, because it's like having Wii Sports, and that's your only game. But, I did buy games for it, but I never opened them. Because I was depressed. It's a commonality with this stuff, you know? I can see why these controls never took off.
It's time for the main event.
Oh, the main event? No, thank you. You know, I don't know about the Nintendo Switch since I never played with one, but surely the menu music must have like a cool sound like that to it too. Last time I used this was 2013. So I've only turned this thing on 5 times.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I've only turned this thing on 5 times. Okay, everyone, so since I'm unfamiliar with the Wii U, the Wii U shop channel is down, if I remember right. I don't think they actually allow you to download anything, so there's probably no reason to update, and updating could lead to complications with modding this in the future, and the modding is really the only thing I can do with it. So I'm going to not update right now. Please let me know, should I keep it on the original 2013 firmware, or should I update it? What will I get from updating it? You know, I haven't looked at this since I bought it, and this is the console that killed consoles for me. Yeah, so it tries its best to take the image that it took. Alternate thumbnail found. After that bit of fun and seeing that the console still works, what else is there to do with the Wii U other than put it right back in its box and forget about it for 12 years because there's no games for it. I had bought, what was it, Toad's Adventure for it. So I'll see about getting that out here and opening that. But that's the problem with this console. This is why I stopped buying consoles, is I bought this, and this was the first console that I bought, and then it's like, okay. Wow. That was a waste of money. You know, with the GameCube, there was so many great games. With the N64, there was 1 or 2 great games. But with this one, I guess I could get Breath of the Wild. I don't know if I really feel like that. But it doesn't have any killer game that I really want to have. Well, guys, it's been a month and a half, 2 months, something like that, since I just abruptly stopped filming this video. Now, granted, I left on a very unfun note with the Wii U. It wasn't very fun. And then I tried opening a repair shop, and the roof failed, and I had to fix the structure of the roof. And I'm finally at a point now where the building still has no roof, but I am unable to fix it because it's raining. So I have plastic over everything, and I get to be home for a bit. So even though I feel uneasy about the whole thing, we might be getting the roof on this coming week, and I should finish some of the things that I was already doing and try to resume life a little bit. So let's get out the GameCube. Oh wait, no, it is on the power adapter. Let's get out just the Wii, and we can see if my new little television I picked up on the side of the road, if the audio video inputs still work on it. I have managed to do a number of repairs though. I've been going through replacing the batteries on my game cartridges. Been enjoying that. Been fixing some of my Game Boys. And pretty much getting everything back into working order. Right now we're in the point of most disorganization because, well, once I have a lot of the stuff restored, I won't have a whole lot I have to do, and the kitchen table might not be an electronics spot. But for now, I have a lot of maintenance to do on my old consoles and games. Well, let's get that little Zenith combo television up here, and let's just see if my Wii still works. It is a bit of a miracle that I actually saved everything. These are some of the first consoles that I bought brand new. I paid $266.66 for this. Wouldn't it be funny if I found my receipt and turned out I didn't? Okay. Oh, I didn't. Look at that. $266.06. Wow, I was wrong. All that time. That is funny. Bought that in 2007. Now, I did actually have this next to my television for a number of years, actually a decade. But I just kept everything so we could go back in. Okay, let's see. Very nice. You know, I really didn't like Zelda Skyward Sword. I think Twilight Princess was much better. It was going to take a long time. That's a very Renoa thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, there's a second one. I'm still trying to make this damn thing. God damn, I'm still trying to make this thing. I was even thinking about buying some parts last month.
Did you?
Well, later on, I remember I was in the McDonald's parking lot picking up litter,
Yeah.
and because I worked there, I wasn't just doing it for fun. And I realized, oh shoot, mercury, the element, the electrons or whatever moving around, increasing the mass does prove it. Damn. Okay, whatever. You want to go back to the very first time I got it?
Yeah, let's do it. Whoa.
That's when I first got the Nintendo Wii. I had no right to spill that badly at that age. I mean, I didn't have anybody to talk to or write to, so
Yeah.
that's my excuse. That's it. You can go back to your dungeon. I didn't want to... not like you're going to a dungeon, but your dungeon in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Don't want your time limit to run out. But I just wanted to show you that.
That's cool. I don't know if I ever made any notes on my Wii. I don't think I did.
Now, with this, the game that's in there is Zelda Skyward Sword.
Your favorite.
I know.
I love that game.
Yeah. I'm going to be taking that out and putting Twilight Princess or something in it.
Yeah.
All right, I actually do have a few games that I actually bought on the store. I don't feel like digging that out. I think I'll probably end it there. But I'm so glad that this works. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of looking through all my old stuff. And I'm going to put this back in as packaging most likely. Or maybe I'll leave it out. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you very much for watching. See ya.